A little bit. J-Buggy's first rip in the manual Supra. What do you think, bud?
This thing is amazing. This gearbox is so notchy, and I mean the throws are really short. The gearbox is notchy. I'm pleasantly surprised with this car. Coming from the automatic Supra to this, it's amazing. I mean, this is what the Supra needed.
Totally agree, man. Yep. So if you guys can get a manual Supra, definitely do it. It's awesome. And Jake, you had what, the 22?
Yep, 22
automatic
base model automatic A90.
Yep.
Great car. I mean, the automatic shifting is flawless as well. You know, it doesn't feel as torquey.
Yeah.
But smooth on the highways. But yeah, this just, I mean, it completes the car.
So for someone like on the fence and they're looking at the manual Supra versus the automatic, and you coming off of that platform, because you were talking about trading yours or selling it and getting into the manual as it was, right? So I mean, hands down, would you say manual all day?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know,
you've been in it for just a quick short time here, so
yeah, you know, and it obviously depends on the driver and what they're looking for. You know, if you're going to be doing a little more commuting, I think the automatic's a great choice, or
yeah,
potentially some drag racing. That, you know, you can't beat the quick response of the automatic in that 8-speed, but from a fun, you know, user, you know, driver-friendly car. I mean, it's just hands down the manual, in my opinion, is just that much better. If you get a hold of one, you know, I mean, especially anywhere near MSRP,
yeah,
even over MSRP, I think these cars are worth the money.
Yeah,
I mean, it is hands down, for the amount you get, the price these cost. This is a fantastic car.
Like, if they called you today, what would you do with your GR and your Toyota Tacoma?
Boy, I think I would take my Tacoma and my GR86 and trade them in for this.
That's fun,
as much as I love having a truck and a lightweight sports car, I think this takes the cake. I think I would take both. I think I'd trade in my cars and get this.
Yeah.
Yep. So
if you had to explain this gearbox to somebody and how it feels, like, how would you walk through that with someone?
I think just very notchy, very direct, short throws. I think that's just a good, simple explanation of this. I mean, I
feel like I'm in a video game.
Yeah.
It like literally is awesome.
I mean, it's just a, you know, again, the one thing that you got to ding it a little bit for is not having a,
right,
you know,
the old handbrake, guys,
versus this electronic button. But
yep,
I will say everything else, I mean, fantastic. It's just great.
Yeah, dude. So what about all the guys that are giving everyone crap for buying a BMW Supra? What do you have to say to those guys?
It's not a BMW.
In the manual.
It's BMW inspired. The interior looks like BMW. The motor's from BMW.
Yeah.
Transmission is a ZF transmission. But Toyota definitely had their hands in this. This thing will eventually be known as a Toyota sports car. The tuning they've done with the suspension, the gearbox, the motor, it is not like a BMW. To get the sort of response and tuning out of a BMW from factory, you need to tune it, you need to adjust the suspension, you need to get a few different aftermarket parts to really connect that gearbox a little more. And BMW is just really sloppy.
Yeah. Totally different feel than the BMWs.
They tune this out of the box so well that it's a Toyota through and through.
Yep.
On the way they tune this. Like I said, yes, interior BMW, motor BMW, but Toyota all the way through on the tuning and the gearbox. I mean, it's fantastic. You can tell it's a solid Toyota product.
And how many BMW fans are out there? There are millions of BMW fans out there, and they're known as an iconic company when it comes to developing amazing cars. It's just all of the old heritage. I mean, you had a Audi TT.
Yeah.
You've had what BMW have you had before?
I did have a 330 Ci, and then I also had an M3.
Yeah.
Older M3.
And
Good
reliability,
cars,
we know.
but they weren't reliable.
Right.
It was a fun car, just wasn't reliable back then. Not like they are in some of the newer platforms.
Yeah.
But yeah, very iconic cars, and there's a cult following for BMW. They're getting more nostalgic and popular nowadays with some of the older BMWs. And people don't mind spending that extra little dollar to maintain those BMWs.
Right.
I had a bad experience. At my age owning BMWs when I was younger, I couldn't afford the maintenance on it essentially. But
sure.
There is a cult following for this, and I think this is the perfect blend of, attracting those BMW enthusiasts and those Toyota enthusiasts and combining into one, because I mean, I think anybody would be happy getting this car coming from either one of those platforms.
Right.
I mean, from any other brand, I think anyone's going to enjoy this. If you're not limited by having 2 seats, then I mean, just hands down, the money for the car you get is just it's fantastic. I mean, I could see this being an $80,000 car. No problem.
Yeah, and I feel like, we're those guys that people might say, well, what do you guys know, right? And it's like, how many cars have we owned between us in our life? We've tried, I would say, guys, we've had 50 to 100 cars between us in our lives.
Maybe 100 between us, maybe 50 each.
I mean, we've driven anything somebody can think of that's in an affordable price range. You and I have probably owned it.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're two Joe Schmoes that haven't driven a ton of different platforms and gotten to see what we like and don't like.
Yeah, we're not tied down to one platform. We've experienced, I mean, everything: Audi, Volkswagen, BMW, Subaru,
Civics,
Hondas.
I've had 3 FK8s.
Yeah, exactly. So we're definitely not biased towards one platform or another. We've owned and driven so many cars, in our time.
Yeah.
And,
I would say we're both Toyota enthusiasts, Honda enthusiasts, from the reliability standpoint and that name. I mean, Toyota's a great company, and I think that the merger, the hybrid of BMW and Toyota coming together on this platform, I really don't think you could ask for a better designers to come together and make an amazing car. I mean, this thing's it's awesome, and we're looking forward to the build, guys. Jake and I, why don't you tell him what you just put up?
So, this will be my second GR86. So I started out with a 2022 base model GR86. Even though I wanted the premium manual Halo white, couldn't find one. Yeah. Had that for a while, enjoyed it. Ended up going to the automatic 2022 Supra. Yeah. Loved it, but wanted to get into a manual. And now I'm back to a GR86.
Jake found the diamond.
I finally got my premium manual Halo. Absolutely love it. The GR86 is, for anybody that wants a lightweight, affordable, rear-wheel drive sports car, is an amazing car. We'll have that on another video. Yeah. We can show, but it really is, for the price. That's another car. Just when you're looking at 30 to $35,000 in that price range for a a naturally aspirated rear-wheel drive lightweight car. I mean, there's only a handful in the market. I mean, you got Miata as a two-door lightweight sports car, rear-wheel drive, the GRD6. I mean, there's not a lot out there. Then you start getting into the 350, 370Zs, stuff like that. But those are starting to go into the bigger platforms, just like these Supras now, where they're not a small lightweight car. So,
but and we've talked about this for the price range, the Supra, auto or manual.
Yep.
I feel like, because we've looked at what FL5s, FK8s. I mean, anything in this range, I feel like spending the price you'll pay for one of these. We were looking into getting into the Lotus. And just and for the price you pay on this, I feel like you're getting such a solid vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, you were even kind of mentioning some of that with the GR86 and then this, and it just is solid feeling. I mean, you feel like you're just driving this little sports car, and it just stuck to the road, and it feels like such a solid car. I mean, it's just, I don't know how you felt, but yeah. Just built really well, guys. So if you're thinking about a Supra, or we'll do a comparison video here soon, comment below, guys, if you have any questions about the manual Supra. This happens to be a white premium model as well, and I'm super jazzed that we landed this. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, comment below, or anything you disagree with or agree with, let us know, because it'd be awesome to talk through that. We're unbiased, like we said, and just a couple of guys looking to have some awesome platforms. We'll show you a walk around to the outside real quick. We're just about to head in right now into good old Wally to get some 3M tape, but here's a profile view of the car. So we have a 2023 manual premium Supra here, and guys, these DRLs, everything about this car, just so aggressive, looks so good. Got the carbon fiber package on this, the diffuser, wind diffusers. Yeah, you get your Michelins on this, the Pilot Super Sports, fantastic tires. Look at that fatty single tip exhaust. Woo! Those tail lights. Yeah, guys, let us know any questions you have. We appreciate you guys watching and look forward to bringing you more content here from Arizona. Take care, and appreciate you watching.